Today on Community Cooking, we have guest chef Mario Yeaman in the kitchen with us cooking up a Southwestern chicken soup with homemade tortilla strips. We're cooking with some of the best chefs from right here in our own community. So grab a seat and relax because we have another great meal coming at you in under 30 minutes. This is your Community Cooking. Welcome to Community Cooking. I'm your host, Maria Prekeges, and I'm excited to have my dear friend and guest chef, Mario Yeaman, in our kitchen.
Nice to be here, Maria.
We love to have you. You always do fun, fresh ingredients, and my favorite, easy.
Easy is good.
Easy is great. We're making today a Southwest chicken soup.
A Southwestern style chicken soup.
Southwestern style chicken soup. And then my favorite's going to come a little bit later.
Homemade.
Homemade tortilla chips. I love not only the corn, but I love the flour.
Flour is everybody's favorite.
Now, why do you like this recipe and then the tortilla chips to accompany it?
Well, first of all, chicken soup overall is beloved by everyone. But it's boring as it gets, and so I just tried to kick it up a little bit. I wanted a little more spice, you know. Wanted a little something that, when you're sick, you're not feeling well, you're down, you know, something, a little pick-me-up, like chicken soup soothes you, but you need to lift it up a little bit to kind of get that energy level back, and that's what this soup's going to do for you.
And homemade soups are so great for you. So first off, let's go over the ingredients.
Well, there's a lot, actually.
There is a lot.
Well, actually, the base, of course, is a chicken. It is chicken soup, and you have a whole pile of different ways to get to shredded chicken, because I like shredded chicken in my soup. Buying a store-bought roasted chicken, they're quite inexpensive, gives you plenty of meat, both dark and white, for your soup. So that's the base, and just a great way to start the meal. Then to bring in the Southwestern aspect, we have Pasilla Peppers, and we grill them, char them, and skin them, dice them. Corn, of course. We have green beans. We have some red chili sauce. Believe it or not, you put that in with your chicken broth, and it really livens it up. Roasted chopped tomatoes, onions, carrots, potatoes, a little oregano, and the kicker to bring it to life is a little lime juice. So.
And also, of course, chicken broth and some chicken bouillon.
I add chicken bouillon because it takes time to make a good chicken stock. It takes all day and a bunch of ingredients. So rather than do all that, I just have some store-bought and add some bouillon cubes, and it gives it a little more flavor, a little more robust.
All right. Well, I know that onions and carrots take a little while. Are we going to start by sautéing those first?
We can, yes. Let's get going.
I love, and just a normal yellow onion, chopped pretty fine.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say pretty fine, pretty normal.
One of the things that you'll find is that I'm the type of guy who doesn't really follow the rules. Whatever you like the most is what you should put in the most of. If you like onions, you put in a lot of onions. If you like carrots, if you don't like carrots, don't put them in. You don't like green beans, don't put them in.
And the trick that you just did, you never cut all the way through an onion. You leave a little bit on the side so it doesn't fall apart.
That's right.
Or you're going to be picking it up and trying to chop in every direction.
So there's a few onions. We have more if we want, actually. Right. I think we should add a little more.
Let's add a little more. We both like onions. I do, as long as they're cooked.
A little oil. But I have a little back here. Would
that
be out of
Bit
context?
of oil for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe we should use this whole thing, huh? There we go. That's plenty.
A little oil with the onions.
Yeah. So the onions and carrots, actually the carrots take the longest, but you really don't need, I don't like to cook them all the way through. I'm just trying to maybe get a little char or a little something out of them before you just put them into boil. So that's kind of why I start that way.
All right, while you're chopping, I'm going to grab the roasted chicken because you're going to help me out. I love buying these, whether we're shredding chicken or just eating them.
Oh, it's.
But I never know how to pull them apart.
I'm going to show you right now.
I destroy them, and there's a lot that goes to waste. So.
All right, so here we go. There's your onions.
Your carrots.
Carrots.
My eyesight's better already.
Now, what I'm not going to do is typically you're going to pull it out on your board.
Okay.
And you just take a fork and a knife, but you'll see, whoops, this is a little bit it's not quite warm still.
And I know you have both white and dark meat though already prepared
I do,
for us.
I sure do. I'm having a heck of a time. This has been
That's all right.
sitting out here, and I'm feeling the pressure of it all.
No pressure. I like it straight down the middle, then around
Here
the
we
legs.
go. We can just start
Perfect.
just with that.
Yep.
I knew I was going to have a little problem with this.
Oh,
so
I love it.
that's why I pre-shredded it. Typically, just take a little knife and a fork and
you take the
just
skin
kinda
off
pull
and
it-
leave it off. Sorry,
yeah,
everyone
just
at
pull it
home
off.
who
Just
loves
pull it
it.
apart like that. You know.
Okay. That's
So
easy
it's
enough.
no big deal. Yeah. So.
All right. We get how to shred the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It's good,
Good.
isn't it? Oh, he poached my piece.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
See, I love to, the first one is the big burner.
Okay.
I love to sample as I cook. As
So-
you cook, I like
Yeah.
to sample.
So what I want to do is, I really want to get this chicken kind of sautéing with the onions and
Okay. And
the
that's a
carrots
lot of
to pick
chicken.
up.
We like hearty soup.
Oh, everything I do is hearty.
I'm just eating the chicken. Continue on, please.
Okay.
All right, so we did the onions, carrots, and chicken.
Had a hard time with that chicken.
You're not supposed to talk with your mouth full. We're both, where are our manners? Okay, what comes next?
Well, let's talk about the Pasilla Peppers.
Because no, he did not bring me a sack lunch today.
No, I didn't.
There's a little secret toy surprise in here.
So there is. This is kind of the foundation of the soup.
Okay.
This is what that pepper looks like after you roast it. Now, there's two ways to do that.
A little different.
There's two ways to do that. One is you can put them under the broiler, a little oil on them, just broil them, turn them over. Or if you have gas, you would just heat them over the gas flame, believe it or not.
With a tong, right? You take your tongs,
Not your
your
fingers.
hands. You take your tongs and just
Yeah.
turn them around the gas flame.
Yeah. Now, you're not trying to cook them. Really, you just want a quick char to get the flavors, what you're looking for. Now then, let me have that back, please.
Oh, he needs.
So I'll show you the trick.
Ah.
There is a little trick.
So the brown paper bag is useful besides just carrying
Yeah,
it.
because it gets pretty messy when you're
Okay.
cleaning these up. And when we have I'm going to do about 5 or 6 for this particular recipe. There you go. Just pull this off like that.
You do it right in the bag, so then
Yeah, then you can.
all the chard goes
Ta-da.
in the bag. Easy cleanup. See,
Yeah.
we like easy, not only cooking, but cleaning.
Just like that.
And you want to take the seeds out.
Oh yeah, there's the seed pods gone. Now, this is not going to be as elegant as I do it at
You know
home.
what? Cooking should be messy and fun and end up delicious.
This
That's
is
one of my mottos.
This is messy and fun.
But that's, you just take it all off?
Yeah. So I try not to have any seeds in the soup.
Yeah.
But by the way, most people don't care.
A few won't get
Yeah.
you.
And if you have some of the black char on the top of your soup, which you may, you simply want to skim it a little bit.
Okay.
And then it goes away.
Oh, that's great.
So there you go.
So
now
either on the gas or in the oven.
in the oven broiling, yeah.
But watch it when you're broiling. I have problems with that.
So there you have it.
And look at that. Clean up?
Not too bad.
Clean.
Ta-da.
We love it.
Now
We
that can
love
make a mess if you don't know what you're doing the first time around.
it. That's why you're showing us.
That's why I'm
so
showing
we'll
you.
know what we're doing first, second, or third time around. All right, so you just slice
Just get
those
that
up.
chopped up.
That's great.
We can put these in any time you like.
Okay.
So
Now let's keep moving forward.
okay, we have the
Because we have some potatoes that need to cook as well.
yeah. So we're gonna get chopping on those. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in too. All right.
Okay.
And
What else do you need?
oh,
Corn?
heck, yeah, you can throw some corn on top of that. Don't need all of that. There you go.
I love- So you're way too healthy for me.
Yeah. We're gonna put in a little.
Okay.
Now this stuff is
Okay.
hot.
I want y'all to know that I spilled a little bit of what he just put in the pot prior to our show, and it was super hot, like a little taste. You just put that whole cup in. God bless you. We like it. We like
So
it.
now we're going to go ahead and add a little chicken broth. While I get
Okay.
the black off my
There's
hands.
your chicken broth.
Yes, thank you. There we go.
See, homemade soup. And chicken soup is not just if you're sick. I mean, I love soup anytime, winter, spring, summer, or fall.
Right.
And there are more studies out now that, it fills you. It's chicken broth soup or vegetable broth soup is really good for you.
You could,
It fills you up, and it's just yummy.
It's looking
comforting.
pretty good right there, isn't it?
Look at that. That's beautiful, all the
Now,
colors.
I like to add a little oregano. This is Mexican oregano. It's a little more pungent, and
It is.
Believe it or
It's
not, it's a
yummy.
little less expensive too. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Don't tell my Greek relatives. They'll run. They'll run to the stores.
I think I want to go ahead and put in some
Green beans.
green beans.
Look at that. Oh, my
Okay.
God. It's so colorful.
So now,
Okay, so now you peeled the potatoes and you put them in water so they don't turn brown.
that's right. So the thing that I want to do is I want to use a wax potato so they don't fall apart. And I
want to
want
use
like a white potato.
a white.
Or the red potatoes. They're called wax potatoes, and I like to.
I was going to say, he did say wax potato. I thought I was hearing things for a second. I've never heard him called that.
And I like to use a small dice.
I was going to say, it's pretty small, which is good.
Yeah, I think I should have cut these before
Bite size.
I cut up those peppers, huh?
Heck no, we like all the spice.
gotta-
Especially if you're sick. It just clears you up.
Oh, it will, believe me.
So, potatoes in the water so they don't turn brown.
Yep.
Which is great.
Now another little trick you could actually use the canned potatoes too.
We have used those before with you, and I like them.
Yeah.
So canned potatoes, fresh
They're-
potatoes,
yeah.
either or.
It doesn't take any time at all when you can see how fast this came together really.
Oh, completely. Now, do we add the lime now or later?
I'm gonna add it right at the end.
Okay.
So you press that dude and I'll get a few more
I'm getting
potatoes
it. You
in
have
here.
to kind of get the lime going to get all the
Okay.
juices out.
All right,
Okay.
looking good. Okay,
I will have you cut up the lime and add that then.
coming up.
Look at all fun, great, flavorful ingredients. And I like dishes, even soups that are super colorful.
Yeah,
So a
Totally.
little lime. That's like the secret weapon, I think.
it
the
really
lime.
is. A lot of people, I'm gonna use salt and pepper of course, but the lime is a real brightener. Won't need much pepper.
I know. Since he put all of that hot sauce in.
All right,
Oh, I love it.
there we go.
And
so-
we just stir it. And could you do this in a crock pot?
Yes, you could.
Even though with the onions and carrots, it will still soften them up?
It would. You just be with the wax potatoes, they would hold together, so you'd be
Okay.
fine with that. You
All
bet.
right. I know people love crock pots. All right. Mario's going to continue chopping a little bit, and we're going to let the soup cook a little bit. In 60 seconds, we'll be back with homemade tortilla chips, one of my favorites. Don't go anywhere.
Chris Domine is a husband and a father. Chris is an athlete. Chris is even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris was facing a very different story because his kidneys were failing.
Basically, the doctor said, if you don't get a kidney transplant and if you don't do dialysis, you are going to die.
Fortunately, Chris received a second chance at life, made possible by an organ donor.
You know, your well-being changes, you know, from loss of hope to better times ahead.
More than 100 million people in America are registered organ, eye, and tissue donors. People of every age and ethnicity, because they believe it's the right thing to do. Imagine what you can make possible by leaving behind the gift of life. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Welcome back to Community Cooking. If you're just joining us, I have my dear friend and guest chef Mario Yeaman in the house. He just put all these ingredients together for a lovely Southwestern chicken soup. It looks so good.
It
And
is
smells
good.
great.
It really is good.
So we're gonna let that simmer for a while, and
Uh-huh.
to accompany this, okay, one of my favorite things on this earth are flour tortilla chips.
Absolutely. Well, everybody thinks that you go buy corn chips at the store. Bags of corn chips, corn chips, corn chips. Well, corn chips are great. There's nothing wrong with corn chips, but flour chips or fried flour is fabulous.
Oh.
It has a whole different texture and it's a much better flavor. It actually, I think that even holds the seasoning better.
Well, and ingredients for this are simple.
It's very simple. We have corn tortillas and we have flour tortillas. Both are soft. You can kind of go any way you want. And we have regular salt. I like kosher salt. And then we have a special little blend, and you can buy them at the store.
Yep. I was like, what is it? It's very colorful.
It's like lime pepper, it's called.
Lime pepper.
Lime pepper. It's just got a variety of little spices in there. It tastes a little bit like lime.
It does. I like the smell. All right.
Yeah.
We'll season. And you're using, we have some white corn tortillas.
White corn tortillas. Now you can, blue corn's very good looking, so you could go with blue if you like.
If you're feeling like a good looking corn chip,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you use blue? Well, and you said strips, tortilla strips, but you can really cut them any way.
Well, you and I are going to have a little contest maybe.
I'm taking the flour, don't you know?
Yeah, so you can have fun if you were having folks over and, having a beer or something with them. You can make your own tortillas, style any way you want. Moon stars, you can use cookie cutters if you like.
I love that. I
And-
mean, how much fun to have like star tortilla chips from your cookie cutter.
Right. So the thing that we'll do here, we're just going to start. I'm just going to make some basic
You're going
corn
gonna go do
tortillas now,
strips.
but you're going to do something special.
I don't know. I'm thinking. Or you can always do the basic
I'm
boring.
going to see if, oh, good, it's ready. Okay, great.
So you also put the pan and the oil. You just use canola oil.
I just used canola oil. We put this oil on the heat during the break, and so you want to heat it. If you want to keep it around 350 if you can.
Okay. And how can you tell if the oil's hot? I mean, you can't touch it and feel. Let's just put that out there.
If you put that in there and it starts sizzling like that, you're good to go.
Okay. All right.
Right,
Good to know. All right. So you're making strips.
I'm
I
gonna
can't
just start.
decide.
I'm going to go with some regular ones, and you can just fool around.
I might have to just, go regular.
You can.
Boring but true. And now, how many do you want to put in the pan at once so they don't get too stuck?
The thing is, they cook so doggone fast. You don't want to put too many.
Okay.
And they'll cook. They'll continue to cook.
Look at they're brown in a heartbeat.
Yeah, after you pull them out. Now, they do tend to cool the oil down the more you use it. So
Okay, that's good to know.
this oil might be just a little bit hotter than I like.
I'm making every shape and size. I do a little smiley face, but I am working with a sharp knife. Not so great all the time with
Now,
me.
the one thing you want to do immediately
Okay.
is season.
Oh,
So we're going to do some of these with the lime
wanna-
pepper.
I know what salt tastes like. So you want to do that right away so it sticks while they're still a little oily.
That's right.
Okay. I have a beautiful array of I'm not sure what.
Beautiful.
But what the heck?
They're going to be great.
I love it. And it's something great to serve with your soup. Look, your soup is just bubbling. I love that.
Oh, it's coming around. Let's get that.
And again, easy and how fun. I would like the cookie cutter idea with the tortilla chips.
Oh, absolutely. Isn't that soup gorgeous?
Oh,
That is.
it is beautiful. All right, you put them on, and I'll start seasoning. We're going to do some salt and then some. Tell me again about this spice. It's so
Well,
good.
it's a chili pepper, and there's all kinds of chili salts that you can buy in
I
the
like a lot of salt. Don't look.
Hispanic session. You want me to try some of those?
Sure, I was going to say, let's hope my doctor's not watching.
Okay.
I like a
yeah,
lot of
let's
salt.
Let's try a handful of these.
Okay.
See what happens.
These are, I tell you guys, if you don't know at home, flour chips.
Everybody's
are
gonna
the
love
best.
this.
And they're not, you don't fry them for very long in the oil. Look how quickly those turn.
Yeah, it just takes a moment.
How fun.
Yeah, so you
I
put
like
up.
the strips. It'd be a fun side for this.
Yeah, it's all fun, right?
Oh, well, cooking should always be fun.
That's right.
Look at those. Those got ready quickly.
Yeah, they don't take long. Like that oil's pretty doggone hot, I'm
It's
afraid.
pretty hot, but
Yeah, it's a little hotter than I want, but that's
that's
okay. You guys,
I like things well done,
you
so
guys,
we're good.
You got the idea here. It's
Well,
really it's such a hit at when you're having a gathering.
More
and
flour, please.
you make these homemade tortillas like this. Everybody goes crazy. They just it's just like a huge favorite. So,
Well, anything
all over it.
homemade is so much better tasting, I think.
absolutely.
And you can make these ahead of time while your soup, like we're doing, while your soup's on the stove. You
Oh.
can make the chips. They can, I mean, think about it. When you buy tortilla chips in the store, you eat them at room temperature. It's not
Yeah.
like they're piping hot, and so it'd be a great. Oh,
Every,
look at those really
every
coming up.
time I hold a sporting event at my home, I will
And he
make.
doesn't invite me. Yeah, we gotta change
I will
that.
make. Oops. I will make a big stack of homemade tortilla like this, in a variety of shapes and sizes, and it's that everybody's favorite. They don't even need anything else, believe it or not.
I love it. So yeah, this would just be the soup and the chips for lunch,
Boy,
dinner,
that oil is hot.
brunch. We don't mess around here.
We don't mess around. Now the
I
heat.
have to say though, your strips look nice.
Well, I got the heat on is a little too heavy for that.
All right, we'll do a few more corn. How about?
Okay, well, that's fine. I just want to get this down a little bit lower
That's
over
the
here.
first one.
There
There
we
you
go. Okay.
We'll cool it off a little. So how do you come up with your recipes?
Well, I think like everybody else, I start off with somebody else's, right? I'm eating somebody else's food, or I see something on TV or in a magazine, and then I'll work off of that. And like I said, cooking it's all about the way you like it. So just like this soup, if you don't like corn or beans or whatever, don't put it in. If you like flour better than corn, then use flour when you're making your whatever. So
Well, and I like potatoes, but you could use noodles or
or rice.
Being Greek, we use a lot of orzo, which
Oh,
is
sure.
a great addition
Absolutely.
to any soup. But yeah, it's just all coming together so nicely. I'm still giving you. I'm pushing my flour chips on. I'm
I'd
pushing
love to
my
get.
flour chips
I'd love
on
to get
you.
this heat right. So, thank you.
There we go. It's getting there.
Yeah.
It is
Thank
getting
you.
there.
Yeah.
But I love how you say you cook for what you like.
Yeah, that's always the key. There we go. That's a little better. Oil's better now. Oh, well, we're gonna have plenty here.
I know. I keep pushing the chips, pushing the tortillas. You
Thank
don't know how much I like these.
Well, we're gonna be good afterward.
Yeah, I love it. So super simple
Yeah.
and really delicious. All right, I'm gonna throw a few more chips to Mario to fry up for us.
Okay.
Of course, more flour. But when
so-
we come back, the soup will be ready, and we're gonna ladle it up and do a little tasting of always my favorite part. So stay tuned.
You look incredible.
Did you go tanning? Yeah, check it out. Jealous. Best spring break ever.
No.
You're getting so tan.
Finals are the worst.
I'm so glad they're over.
We need some sun.
I can't believe our friends are getting married.
She looks amazing.
Where's your tan?
I can't go tanning anymore. Doctor's orders. It's melanoma. I'm stage 3.
Melanoma is the second most common cancer for young women, 15 to 29. Protect yourself. Protect your friends. Stop tanning. Learn more at spotskincancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Welcome back to Community Cooking. All right, the soup is ladled. It smells so great, and it is steaming hot, Mario.
Yes, it is.
And we made a few more homemade tortilla chips and strips. Mine are kind of just a mangle of we're not sure
They
what.
came out perfect.
Well, the soup looks delicious, and then you added a little cilantro.
Yeah, just a little garnish of
Okay.
cilantro, and I like this soup with a little spritzer,
All right.
spritz of lime.
You spritz yours, I'll spritz mine.
Okay,
How's
you got
that?
it. Whoops, excuse me.
See, I love citrus on almost anything.
I do too.
All right, so a little lime. That is hot. I love it. I even brought you a soup spoon. And then do you put the strips in? Do you have them on the side?
Yeah,
on
well,
a
the way I like to do it, I just take them, and you can make them look fancy if you're going to serve it.
Oh, look at you,
or,
fancy.
or you just break them up. You know,
I like the fancy.
Yes, fancy, smancy.
Because I like to dip. I'm a dipper. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going in for the kill.
Okay.
Okay, the spices that you put in, what was that big cup you put in? Was so yummy.
You would never think about putting in a little red chili sauce, would you?
Red chili sauce, my new favorite thing. And of course, the potatoes, they're done, but they're not mushy, which I like.
That's the key. And then, of course, you have to have one of your
tortilla chips? Oh, those are really good. Okay, if you do nothing else, you have to get these. And then you can put them in kind of as croutons or crackers at the end and just let them soak up. Look at us. We're just like, this is so good. This is great. I like the lime on top, too. It just adds that little bit extra.
Yeah, it brightens it up a little bit.
It does. See,
Yeah.
he's the chef. It brightens it up. Well, thank you so much for coming in. We always love to have you.
It's such a pleasure,
It's
really,
so,
Maria.
we have so much fun. The Italian
So nice
and
to
Greek.
see you, yes.
You too. And we really do encourage everyone to try these recipes at home. Super simple, super delicious. And from everyone here, from the crew, myself, and of course my buddy Mario, thank you for watching. And remember, we do have some of the best chefs right here in our community. You have to love it. We'll see you next time on Community Cooking.
If you'd like a copy of the recipes seen on this show, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to the Office of Cable and Community Relations. That's 3350 Civic Center Drive, Suite 200, in Torrance, California, 90503. Be sure to note the show number displayed on the screen. And don't forget, you can find all the fresh ingredients used on today's show at the Farmers Market. Visit the one here in Torrance at Wilson Park. That's located at 2200 Crenshaw Boulevard. They're open every Tuesday and Saturday from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m., rain or shine. And if you'd like to be a guest on our show, email us at communitycooking@torranceca.gov and check us out online at youtube.com/Torrance CitiCABLE and like us on Facebook at Community Cooking TV.